Pain heals. Chicks dig scars. Glory lasts forever.
Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for checking out this video. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Shout out to the 19. Let's go. More fallout from the ridiculous mistake the WNBA made with their sham investigation into the Indiana Fever fan base. And now we have Alyssa Thomas, who, if you remember, by the way, called Indiana Fever fans CIST last season, married to DeWanna, who, let's just say, is not off to the best start in Indiana. And so now that we had the WNBA statement about, oh, we couldn't find anything, we all knew that before the investigation started. Alyssa Thomas was asked about it, and we're going to take a listen to this. And yeah, I have some things to say.
As a league, we stick together as players. If she said she heard it, then we believe her. I believe her. I've heard a lot of things from the fans, and I think it's about basketball, and I think people have taken it too far. People come to games and think they can say and do anything they want, and it's unacceptable. It's something that we're going to continue to fight for, regardless if they found anything or not. I know there's a lot of players that have heard a lot of things, so we're just going to continue to support each other in that matter. Thanks.
So this is again about reinforcing the narrative. Alyssa Thomas, without proof ever, has already decided what type of people the Indiana Fever fans are. There is no proof. There has not been proof. Again, think of this. We had an entire season last year where everyone in the WNBA old guard, the players, the media, the league itself, constantly looking for this with regard to Indiana Fever fans and the Caitlin Clark fans, and none of them have ever found anything. I've said this how many times now? You have 17,000 people there, a nationally televised game, mics and cameras everywhere, and they have nothing. Angel Reese has no proof, but Alyssa Thomas has decided, instead of opening her eyes, opening her mind, and looking at the evidence, she has already decided, yes, what I want to believe, what I already know in my feels, facts, not feelings, Alyssa, she has chosen to continue to believe lies. Are there things said by fans on, forget the WNBA, in general, that you could say, yeah, you know what? Maybe we don't want that person sitting courtside? Oh, of course. There are idiots everywhere in all walks of life. And honestly, it has nothing to do with what the WNBA is trying to make it about. It's just idiots being idiots, and they get a chance to voice that idiocy to the players if they if they can afford to sit somewhere near the court. It's always been like that, for better or worse. It'll always be like that. That's just kind of the way it is. But I think, I don't know if I said this on the channel before. Maybe I have. And it's not just Philly, although I think it's a great example. But New York, sometimes LA, probably with the Lakers. I think they're a little too laid back with their other sports. They don't care all that much. Uh, Maybe Dallas, Boston, for sure. Um, let these players marinate in a season of those fan bases, and they would love to have what they are getting in the WNBA. I don't believe they could actually survive in with those fan bases. I think they would actually go catatonic, and I say that for these ridiculous fans as well, who get out there and are, making all these statements about how ominous it is in Indiana when they clap. When those little 9-year-olds clap, are you kidding? It is like a rolling earthquake. It's a hurricane. It is absolutely the most terrifying sound any one person could hear, and it just should not happen. You think kids are cute, but I'm telling you, there is a deep darkness hidden under those smiles. Oh man, now, yeah, again, this is a concern, and nothing against DeWanna Bonner, but this was kind of like, Nalissa Smith. We look at Natasha Howard and her significant other chronically online and clapping back at nonsense and calling Fever fans ist as well, simply because they were critical of Natasha Howard when she wasn't playing well. Wake up, put on your big girl pants, and have a clue as to what sports fandom is all about. Yes, when you are going bad, your own fans will be very critical because they are passionate, because they want to see you do well, because they want to see the team do well, and they will go over the top with their praise when you're playing well. That is simply the nature of the beast. It blows my mind. This is how entitled and cocooned WNBA players have always been. They've never had to deal with the reality of sports fandom, with the reality of real sports fan bases. It is something that has never entered their world. And now they have it and they can't stand it. They don't know how to handle it. They don't want it. Now, of course, they want all the benefits of it. They want the benefits of higher viewership thanks to Caitlin Clark. They want the benefits of more fans at games thanks to Caitlin Clark. They want all of this to come into the CBA. They want the benefits of all the merch that Caitlin Clark is selling, but they don't want any of the rest that comes along with it, right? It's like musicians or actors or anybody who might get famous who they want all those fringe benefits of being that, right? They don't want any of the rest of it that comes with it. Anything that they deem as a negative, they do not want that, and they think they don't have to have that. And that is where all this is coming from. And that is why they want to get rid of the Caitlin Clark fans, because they want to go back to the way it was before. They want to go back to their little social club where basketball is the excuse to get together, and you just have, a few hundred people in the stands who paid, $1.99 to get in, who believe every single thing that the players believe. While Caitlin Clark fans just want it to be about basketball. And then it's just, can we please stop doing this? We are here. We are here as Caitlin Clark fans, and we are willing to give other teams and players a chance. We're willing to watch other games the way NFL fans who are Eagles fans or Cowboys fans or Bills fans will watch a Monday night football game, even if their team isn't playing. But the league doesn't want them because they don't believe everything that the players believe. The fans are all about basketball. The players are not. And there's always going to be that conflict there until we clean house with this league. And that means the media as well, which will be, I'm sure, another video at some point. But I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for checking out this video. Really do appreciate it. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. Go have the day you deserve, and I will talk to you later.